Bow, 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 bow. What's up, people? What is up, people? So I figured out the video thing for whoever's out there at the moment. You have to download this HEVC thing to your computer, I guess, which I did not know. So now I can actually show videos easily. But now I've got two. This is giving me ADHD here. There's two of every one of them on there for some reason. I'll have to figure out that another day. Another day we'll figure that out, people. People. I think we're on the Facebook. We're on the tubes. Delete all these pictures. Let me see if it works now. It only took me look at all the duplicates. What the fuck? I am so not a computer person. It's not even funny. Obviously, right? My work shows. I know how to teach golf though, so that's a good thing. Just got to learn the computer, people. All right, so let me try to show a video here real quick, see if I can do it properly. Video file, HVC plus player. Oh, here we go. I did it. Awesome. But now where are all the pictures at? Videos, Ryder Cup. Here we go. Valve hardware survey. No, I'm doing something. Can't do a survey. All right, that's better. That's better. They're still in blue, though. That's not Ryder Cup. Pictures. Why are they still in blue? The icons are still blue. That's not helping me. That's not helping me, folks. Someone send a computer guy over here. Why are they in blue still? Now they just say HVC thing. Oh, come on, man. Coffee is what? Still mixing. Whoa! I don't know what video is. I thought I fixed that. Fudge. God damn it. That sucks. Oh, I'm so mad. All right, that one. That's a picture, though. I think this is a picture. Oh, no. All right, I'm getting closer. That's the between 1 and 2. At the Cup de Ryder. So it's getting easier. Fudge. But these are all in fucking blue. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Who's on the tee here? Is that Tommy Kim? It looks like Tommy Kim. Garrett Higo. That's Tom Kim, my boy. How about the DP World Tour? See, then I have all these pictures here. How do I get them over there? 1.7 gigs. This shouldn't be this difficult. Do I need to restart it or something? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, people. Tommy Kim. Yeah, the DP World Tour. What happened to Dustin Johnson? Oh, then we're back to the bright shit again. DJ shot 64.77. What the hell is that? He must have went out partying Oh, I thought I favored those. I did favorite those. What happened? What's 64.77 minus 3, 2? Yeah, DJ had a rough time, but a lot of European Ryder Cuppers are playing. Bob McIntyre's winning, so that helped him. Fleetwood's up there, he's 7 under. Matty Fitz is up there, he's 8 under. That's good about these guys. 5 or 6 of them, after winning the Ryder Cup, I went party and actually flew to England to play in the Dunhill Links. Well, in the USA team, and one of them's playing in this event, the Sanderson Farms Hogard. There, he's playing in this. I don't think any of our guys are playing anywhere. You know. But hey, what to be done about the Ryder Cup? That's what we need to talk about. Like, what's going to happen? They had this problem 10, 12, 15 years ago, and they made a Ryder Cup committee. Ricky Fowler was on it. This guy was on it. That guy was on it. Keegan Bradley should have played. That's one. He could have got 2 points, 1 point, right? Now we're tied. 14-14 if he plays. It was 15-13. They won by 2 points. That's one match, right? That's one match. Because you switch them. Is that right? If we win one that we should have lost, take off one, add one. 14-14, right there. I don't know. These guys just love it more. They just want to. What the fuck? They just want to. They're. Why is it white? It's white thing. I got to change the white, right? Is it this? No, that's the scent. I don't know how to make myself look prettier here, people. I think it's the whiteout or something on the camera. There we go. That might help. Is that brighter? Less brighter? Camera. Why can't I use high def? That's weird. USB device. Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, if Keegan Bradley played, I think they would have won or tied. But they just don't have that cohesiveness, that love for each other, the love to. There's no question they hate the United States. They literally hate us. Because I said the other day, as a spectator, I heard more European fans making fun of Americans, fat, lazy, hand me down, sugar this, sugar that. All they do is eat McDonald's and bitch, spoiled, lazy, just a ton. I heard it all the time. They weren't heckling the players, they were heckling the fans. Guys sitting right next to me, just making fun of Americans or standing next to me. And I'm looking over, and the lovely Alicia's like, shut your mouth. So they hate us. Don't. I have played golf all over the place. They don't like us. They don't. No one likes us. They're coming here because everything is free, and we do treat them better than. I remember when I was in Asia. Don't go to near the border. Don't. Not that I'm going to steal anything. Don't steal anything. Don't bring drugs. They'll throw you in jail. They'll cut your hand off. All this crazy stuff. I was scared to death of doing something wrong. Why is my camera so shitty? I was scared to death of doing something wrong, guys. Hold on, Brandon. I keep trying to fix this fucking thing. Now I can see my whole body. I just want to get. I don't know what I'm doing. You can still pour a beer in your mouth with your mouth shut. I can try. How you feeling? You better? Hopefully you're all better. But yeah, they didn't like us, the fans. It was pretty crazy, and there was a lot of them. It's good to see their passion too. They're all dressed up with the colors, and a lot of USA people dressed up too. But Tuesday, Wednesday wasn't too bad. But Saturday, Sunday, they let us have it in the crowd for sure. But again, some of these Americans are the fans just I don't know. I don't know why you heckle a guy between shots. These guys are pretty mentally tough, or they're not going to. I guess it got to McElroy a little bit, right? But when they're teeing off, they're used to it. He's been heckled for 20 years. Heckled for 20 years, my friend. The only time I went to Bethpage was for dogs. Yeah, it was wild. It was fun. It was fun. We parked at a friend of mine's company. It's a power drink, Slate it's called. One of the guys that works for him lives like a mile and a half away from Bethpage, and was it Farmingdale? So we parked at his house and Ubered over. It was pretty cool, pretty convenient, but it was jammed. I mean, getting out of there on the Ubers on what Saturday night took about 3 hours to get an Uber. And they're just packed because I don't know if you've been around there, but there's no room. Everything's just one lane. The infrastructure is not too great for outside of the place, not great for traffic, obviously, but still, who cares? We had a ball. We didn't give a shit. We waited, had a blast. It's all part of the deal. I was exhausted. I think I put in 25,000 steps each day. Because where they drop you off is at one of the other holes because there's 5 golf courses there. I'm not sure which course it was, but it was a good, maybe not a mile, but close to a mile walk from the Uber place to the first tee. A lot of walking, and then the course is all spread out. So 1 and 18 are right there. Then you have to go way out to the holes. So it's not conducive for walking and all that, but it was pretty good. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, they were making fun of Fitzpatrick being young. Do you still breastfeed? I heard that one. Do you go to kindergarten? And something about Tommy Fleetwood's wife is old, but she's hot. She was pretty good looking. We saw her. She's like 50 and he's 35 or something. Maybe not that old, but close to that, 17 years difference, whatever. But because I have some of the videos and between holes 1 and 2 walking up the hill, and it was more go USA, but this was Sunday when I did that, and at that point it was out of hand. We thought they were going to get smoked, but it wasn't as bad as people say. Like I said, the fans from Europe were. I was going to start crying at one point. Sugar, fat Americans, Trump's loser, lazy. These fucking they want everything for free. And it was messy as shit. I do have maybe I can find the video. Trash everywhere. Even in the PGA booth we had, whatever it's called. They just leave your bottle right there. I was like, my wife's cleaning up like she's the fucking waitress. Thousands of bottles, just leave them where you're at. It was embarrassing. Now, I guess there wasn't a million trash receptacles around now that I think of it, but still, they just throw them on the ground. And at the PGA box, it's pretty big. It was, it was on the 15th hole. There was like a big indoor thing, and then you went out, and there was a railing where the guys walk by on 15. Then you can go this way and this way. It was a pretty big area. Bottles everywhere. Like, no, just leave them. It was kind of embarrassing. Kind of embarrassing. But on Sunday, we didn't think the crazies would be out. But yeah, they had their red, white, and blue pants on, and the Patriot guys. Let me find them. It might be on a video, so I don't know if I can play it or not. Yeah, these guys here. It's on one of my shorts. Guys, this is about 2 o'clock on Sunday. It was pretty much all blue at the time for the matches that were out there. But USA did come back and made
Adams
it
and all
relatively
that.
close and
They
respectable.
were, one guy was
But
Hancock.
I
was
had a great time
hawked.
for the week. You can check out my other videos on YouTube.
I don't know where
And,
Hancock is.
It was just a great week with
He was hammered.
the Adamses.
It was
Washington
fun.
was out there,
They were taking
Hancock, and
pictures with the
everybody.
soldiers and
A lot of fun. Mr. Hamilton is there. Just a lot of fun by everybody. Got some great Euro people too dressed up. Check for those videos as well. But YouTube has all the content. And
is that what it is? I mean, it was
Monday
cans
nights.
everywhere.
Thank you.
It was, and I'm not blaming New York. Trust me, I'm just blaming the individual people, and it's just was sad to see. But how about I'm gonna find this thing real quick. Let me find this. I just saw this today on the. Oh, I gotta type. God damn it. I don't know if I saw it on YouTube or not. Is this the one? This might be it. I think this is it. Hold on one second.
Here at footage on the left of Trump at the Ryder Cup with his security all around.
He put on a cop's
some
uniform.
individuals. But this man
guy
on the right here is Detective Melvin Ng. He was caught sneaking into the Ryder Cup, trying to pose like he was part of Trump's security team. And this is just the latest security breach in terms of the Secret Service. We had one here recently at the UN General Assembly.
That's what we were talking about.
Fall asleep and left his automatic rifle unattended right next to him. And then
there were 1 million cops and 1 million people. I mean, dressed up as soldiers. Thousands of them. So, because my wife didn't go during the week, she came for the weekend. So me and my buddy, we were already had to get in, so we didn't need to do this. But next time, just go get the Army Navy store and get a unit. Maybe probably have to have an ID, I know, but just get a Army uniform and just walk in. But that's apparently what this guy did. But he's an actual cop.
Of course, we've seen some of the other events and stuff that have surrounded Trump in these events, some of which have been highly questionable. But he is an NYPD detective that showed up claiming that he was working for the detail. He was in full gear, but he was said to be out on sick leave. So he's now facing administrative charges for theft of services. Apparently, one of the guys that caught him said, "You're out sick. What are you doing at the Ryder Cup?" And this was a ticked off veteran officer. He says, "You can't do that. This is theft of service." They say that this individual was getting away with it until he dropped the clip or his bullets to his gun in the grass.
Wow.
And people were like, "What's going on with this guy? Something seems off." That caught their attention. And from there, they realized this guy's not even a part of anything. Like, no one knows who he is. You know, how far are these guys making it into, wherever they're going? Or how close are they getting to the source that they want to get to? Was this guy just trying to be cool? He was telling friends and family he was working for the feds and all this. Or was he trying to get close to do something? We don't know. We may never know. But this is rather shocking that they let an individual like this get close at all, with all this gear. But this is what's going on. We've seen people dressing up, acting like cops, and they even put out a warning. The terrorism unit said that watch out for people that are faking as cops and as medical people, even fire personnel, because someone was buying uniforms en masse, and they put the alert out saying that look out for this. It can happen. But this is the latest. Wanted to cover it and get it out there. I'll leave a link below. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m.
Yeah, he came in on Saturday morning. Helicopters just nonstop because they got 5 golf courses there, so they obviously made a heliport out of one of the holes, and nonstop helicopters. And I guess there's, well, you got JFK and what's the other, LaGuardia? I guess that's in Queens, and then there's, I forget the names of them, but a couple more towards the middle of Long Island. A couple more airports. There's one private one, I guess, according to my guy that we parked with. Constant planes, constant helicopters. It was wild, but there were so many people, and in between the ropes, I can't find the freaking video, but with McIlroy and Scheffler's group, I'm not kidding you, there were 200 people inside the ropes. You know, you go normal tournament, you got 3 players, 3 caddies, couple cameramen, a scorer, the kid holding the standard bearer. You might have 10 people. Now, if it's a big group, you might have 14. You know, in the finals, maybe 200. I'm not kidding you. They just kept coming. Because let me show. See if I can find it. The first group. That's Cam Smith. No, that's JT. Shit. Look at all the people. I'm not sure what group this is, but that's Young and Fleetwood. So there's 10 people right there. This is the first group of the day, walking from 2 to 1, 1 to 2. Oh, that's Thomas. Thomas going to take a piss.
Smart man.
Look at, they keep coming.
We're trying to get
It doesn't stop. And this was nothing compared to Scheffler. So they're all going to walk up to a hill. Now this course is old, so there's not a lot of room on the tee line. So if you went up to the tee to watch them tee off, these guys are all just going to walk in front of you. There's be a screen. Look at this, still people coming. Those are the wives, a couple wives right there. Actually, I think that's Fleetwood's wife right there. But you can't see anything. So if you go to the tournament and you want to watch it, you can't see it because you get a good spot and everyone stands in front of you. You know, it's kind of not right. If you're a paying customer, if you're a paying customer, you're going to see that sucks. But I think what happened is my buddy, I don't know, I'll find that and show it again at some point, but it was wild with all the people in between the ropes. And then in the final groups where it was Ben Griffin and maybe Hogard, I'm not sure he played, but there was 0 people watching. Oh no, what is all those things? What do all those X's mean? I so hate computers. I really do. I hate everything. Why can't things just be simple? But yeah, so I remember Friday morning looking at it from above. The stands were massive from 18th green past the first tee, just massive. And we went up there early on Tuesday, which was great because there wasn't a lot of people there. Shit. For some reason, they're not on here. There's all X's on my thing. The only thing showing up is my old pictures. What's that one? I don't know. The old Irish cure, my friend. Fresh air, fresh air, fresh air. It's all good, people. Yeah, this golf tournament, this Brandon Higo obviously is a great player. He's out of South Africa, I believe. See, I've got all these over here, but I don't know how to get them to over there. So if you were watching me the other day, I did learn how to move them, get the picture. Now I can at least see the pictures on the photo thing here. But how do I get them on this screen? That's what I don't understand. So it says share screen, right? Image. Like I have so many cool pictures here to show. But for some reason, I can't get them over there. That Dunhill Cup, I'm assuming it's on in the morning, so I'm going to watch that tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'll be doing more live on there, but I am preparing for. I get my Ryder Cup. My podcast thing is coming up. I'm not sure who's going to be the first guest, but it's going to be pretty good. So get ready for those. You're going to learn something about the game of golf, some history, I got some golf channels, celebrities coming on. Tour pros, Corn Ferry winners. It's going to be pretty good. Is this 3 pictures of freaking Tommy Hilfiger, Tommy Fleetwood? What the? Your cloud storage is almost full. How can it be full? All I'm doing is deleting things. I'm deleting things. How is it full? I don't get it. And then the live thing, right? Like, would Patrick Reed make a difference in this, and Dustin Johnson or Koepka? You know what I mean? That's something to think about in the future. You know what I mean? That's something to think about, people, because there's got to be a way. You got to find the best American players. What the fuck is this? The best American players, regardless if you like them or not. We need them out there, guys. So if you're not a fan of these live guys, you're gonna have to suck it up and just deal with it. You know, because it's not the end of the world. They're just golfers, and America's getting embarrassed. It's embarrassing. I got heckled there. Heckled at the. No, I didn't get heckled, but I got a nice T-shirt. The prices weren't that bad, honestly. This shirt, it might have been $34. The hat, I only got one hat. We got my kids and we got everyone else. Still spent a fortune, but my cool hat. The hat was like, well, the hat was $38. Next time you go to a tournament like that, don't wait till Sunday. There were a lot of things in there, but they were picked through, and nothing good. All the cool type of hats, because I like this type of hat. You know, the soft hat. This is an A head, but it was the hard ones, and I mean they were nice. It was nice, but definitely get it on Friday, which we should have done, but we didn't. And there was so many people in there just pushing you around. It was crazy. It was crazy. But again, that adds to the experience, you know. So as much bitching I wasn't bitching, too bad. But it still just adds to the experience. Waiting for the Uber for 3 hours on Saturday night, because they're all jammed in. They're all coming in one way, and they're all just jammed in there, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's all good. You know what I mean? What else are you going to do? So everything's a duplicate. That's the problem. Let me see if this helps me bring them over. I doubt it, but get more storage. No, I don't need more storage. All right, let me try that again now. Ryder. He's lefty. He's got the spike. Oh, power lip out. His name's Ryder, like the Ryder Cup. All right. Let me see. No, it still hasn't. What does that X mean? What the fuck? Good thing I can teach golf. They all have an X next to them. Ryder Cup Team Europe. I don't know. All right, let's do this then. These are being deleted, but I don't know where they're being deleted to. Let's get rid of that. Where's my page? Go to my page. P. Diddy. What happened to P. Diddy? Did he get some jail time or what? I don't even know what the hell he did, to be honest with you. Was he trafficking girls? That's crazy. Belongs in hell if he did that. Belongs in the hell. Google account, Switch account, YouTube studio, your channel. There we go. All right, let's find videos, popular videos. I want to find a golf swing. Golf swing analyzer. Wow, those are old. Holy shit. You finish like a pro. Tiger versus Phil. Mark Wahlberg. Let's look at his. Let's look at Thor Bjornsson as we speak.
Golf swings of
That's when I used to do a little speech before him, which was stupid. In my kids' room.
Coach Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Let's take a peek. That doesn't look terrible. Let's make it bigger. Whoops. That doesn't look terrible. All right. Pause. Damn it. Left arm's higher than its horrible quality, obviously, but you can see his front arm here. That's no good. That means he's going to suck it inside. He's going to take the club outside and suck it inside, round his shoulders. Wow, this one's old. Yeah, you can't even see it. Then he fakes the finish. How do you fake the finish? Because they fall back, right? And then they fake the finish by they know they have to finish perfectly balanced. I'm assuming I'm going to do a better job. Wow, this is an old shitty one. Yeah, look at his shoulders. Aren't even moving. Wow, this is a horrible video. Jesus. Horrible video. HD, I will question that one. And I put my stupid logo there. This is probably 3 years old. Lord knows what I'm talking about here. Let's keep going. All right, let's start here. Yeah, no shoulder turn. Basically just cocking his wrist. I like our early wrist hinge. That's not terrible, but is this going or what? Let's see what I'm saying.
You got to use your legs. Your legs are the power. Look at all the great baseball pitchers. Their arms aren't jacked. It's their legs are jacked. You know, in their form. You know, pushing. You know, stopping off that front leg and throwing it. But see how he's just cocking his wrist. His arms are all hunched together. Shoulders are in tight. That club does not fit him properly at all.
This was a few years
ago.
But
he's, you know, he plays a lot of golf, but he should be a better player than
this. Like Tim Tebow, he's a lefty. He smashes the shit out of
his needs here. So
all arms.
Again, getting that club back. His shoulders have completely stopped turning. It's just all arms and hands. His shoulders can't turn because there's nothing to turn left. He doesn't have the right posture to be able to free his body up. If his hips don't turn, his belly's not going to turn, his chest not going to turn. That is a horrible position at the top, Mark. If you're watching, I'm sorry, buddy. Call me and I will help you, fellow Massachusetts native that you are. Okay, from there now, he's just got to now muscle his arms back because there's no body in it. He's tilted back to the right. His legs are in a terrible position.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure he's hitting huge slices. He may smash
a baseball player,
but I doubt it because you got to hit it.
About baseball is you can hit it all over the place. Triples and doubles are down the lines, right? But in golf, you got to hit it right over the pitcher's head every time. So you can't move all over the place. This isn't terrible, though. That's not terrible, but he's already in a weaker position to not use his body. It's like a baseball pitcher. If they don't turn, they make a backswing, for a better term, backswing, they turn back and then unwind, and that goes ground up. the leg straightens, the hip turns, and then they block with their left foot, and then, you know,
That's not terrible, to be honest with you. But there's so much more there that he could have, especially power.
his strength should be absolutely bombing it with just a little bit of proper instruction. And I'm sure he's getting it now, but it's hard to say. But see, that looks horrible. Yeah, that's no good. His body stopped again. It's just all arms, but he's trying. Hey, he's what's he do?
What was that movie he was in? What's he famous for? Oh, the Wahlburgers. No, what's he famous for?
I don't know what movies he's in. He's funny as shit though in some of the movies. What a horrible video I did though. And let's find a new one.
Josh Allen. See, I don't have all their videos. That's the problem. I don't have the whole thing, so it's hard to do a and analyze it. Oh, this might be the kid. This kid. Man, what a horrible video. All right, this kid here. So there's before, right? Look at these subscribe things. What a dummy. So all I tried to teach him to do was just scrape the ground and just finish balanced. Had him do that for 15 minutes without a ball. Again, is that perfect? No, but at least he's hitting the damn thing. And he's smiling. Yeah, there's a lot to work on. This is his first time ever touching a golf club. But that's what I started with, that. Look at his thumbs. Man, I can't believe nothing, you know. We got his feet a little closer together, better grip. Yeah, that of course he can't be bending his arm. I get it, but he was hitting it. And then he got better, and then we worked on it more, and we did some drills. But for his first day out there, at least it got him to keep trying, you know. We got him to keep trying, and that's what you're trying to do. When you're helping someone out, it's not all going to happen in one day. You think, oh, well, look, like, so say his dad was there watching. Well, look at this and look at that. I go, bro, you can't do it all the first day. You want to get him hooked on it, especially a kid. He's a high school kid. You want to get him the ball in the air, make some swings, and want him to come back. This game's hard if you don't know that. And it's frustrating. And you go to the driving range and you're hitting them, the Blue Angels, you know, it's no fun. If I said keep your stiff, and his arm's not bending because he's, you know, just trying to keep your arm stiff is not going to help anything. Just a lack of body rotation. He doesn't understand what gets the club back. That comes in time. But at least he learned to make a functional swing at it, even if his arm bent crazy. You know? And that's what happens to people. I remember this one girl, she's a high school girl. I guess she was a softball player. I don't know what she did. Soccer. I'm not sure. She was a good athlete, I guess. So she's in one of the clinics, and we got her making some swings, hitting the ball, and it was pretty athletic. It was pretty good, right? But again, we don't overcoach kids. We get them to do drills. We get them to fall in love with the game, hold it right, think properly, and build them from there. But the number one is to get them to enjoy it, so they want to get better. Not this is work. You know, you don't want to make it work for them. You know, this, oh, I went to school all week. Now I got to do this. This is work. This is harder than in algebra. So you got to have some fun. You do some drills with them, make it fun. So back to this girl. So she was hitting it pretty damn good. So, you know, we have like 40 kids in the clinic, and I have helpers with like each group of 10, and I walk back and forth, and they know my training methods, and they're guiding them, blah, blah, blah. And then the parents would be 10 feet away watching them like helicopter parents, right? So this girl's striping it, and then I leave and go talk to some other kids, and then a father jumps in. Susan, keep your head down. Susan, you're bending your arm. You know, all the shit that we don't talk about. And now poor Susan's she's trying to keep her head down. And
And I come back and I see the guy said, "Yo, Mr. Susan, try to, let us help her. I'll give you some things to do. I'll write them down, text them to you, call you, and just have her do these drills, encourage her, but don't get in her head. If you cut most people's heads off, they'd be better players because they wouldn't think about it. Oh, nice shot. Nice eagle there. Castillo, because you start thinking about it. So I just had to be an athlete, target based, finish balanced, making a golf swing. Don't try to hit the ball, stuff like that. And now I come back. Now she can't even make contact. I was ready to, sign her up for 1,000 lessons and get her to go on the ladies tour 10 minutes ago. And now she's a mess because the guy starts getting in her head. You're bending your arm. Keep your head down. You lifted, all this crap. Yeah, you don't want to do all that stuff, but you can't. It's not how you prevent it. You prevent it with drills, proper thoughts, and positive things. So on these mats, you want the kid to scrape the mat with the bottom of the club, the bounce. I don't have a club here, but you want the bottom of that club to be green, the color of the mat. That prevents him from lifting, right? So if you lift, you won't hit the mat. And that's what you should all be practicing. Practice scraping the mat. It keeps you down. So don't try to keep your head down because the head's not the problem. It's your knees and your posture coming out of it. So he gets in her head. And now the poor thing didn't want to play anymore. She wanted to leave. Literally 10 minutes earlier, she was the happiest thing on the planet, loves golf. And then he gets in her head. Now she hates it and wants to quit. So when you're teaching juniors, they're just starting, you gotta make them love it. You gotta have a great attitude with them. And good shot, Jimmy. Nice, you got it, buddy. Looking good. Do these drills, repetition, practice in the backyard without a ball. Boom. And then the father comes over and sees that arm bent like that. Oh my God. Dude, he's been out there for 12 minutes. Give him a break. See, there's no shoulder turn. That's why the arm bends. That's why your arm bends at home. When you don't turn, something's got to give. So you stop turning, the arm bends. If you keep turning, my arm starts straight, right? Say my arm's staying straight because I'm turning. If I stop turning, because what gets the club in the air is your wrist cock and your arms going down, right? That you don't need to lift your arms away from your body, which he wasn't doing. But if you get too technical too early, too technical ever is no good. But you get too technical too early, people are going to quit. The game's hard. That's why drills are so important. The best thing you could do is go buy a net, go in the backyard, and just do drills into that net all day. Best thing you could do. Forget about the golf range for now, or in the indoor golf in the winter. You put one in your garage, get a mattress, anything you can do. You don't even need a ball. Just do drills, and you will all improve. You're creating an overlearned skill. Tom Kim off the tee. That looks like a mini driver to me. Mini driver is just a 3-wood, folks, with a bigger head on it. Oh, that's in the shit. Oh, that's no good. That's in the woods. Oh, it's moving though. Tommy Kim, you got Higo, Walker. Tommy Kim is third. Whaley, Ford, Fisk, Cole. Eric Cole, he's a Jupiter guy. Well, they're all Jupiter guys. Skinny as shit. These guys are so thin. It's wild. But yeah, no American Ryder Cup players playing. Crazy. Who do we got here? This is a draw swing. You can tell because he's on the far left of the tee. He's going to draw it. See? If they're on the right side of the tee, that's the fade side. The left side is the draw side. It just sets up your eye better. And that's another thing you learn from my coaching is how to aim, which side of the tee to stand on, how to think, why certain holes you do certain things. More to it than just the swing, Way more to it than just the swing. But this fella, he all right, let me find something else.
I'm learning how to do better videos. These were old ones. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I didn't know. I thought you put subscribe on there. I still don't know what I'm doing. I know how to coach. I just don't know how to make videos. Next year, I'm going nuts, though. Next year is my year because my two favorite numbers are 20 and 26. I've been waiting a long time for this year. I'll be 100% healthy and ready to go, people. Jason Bateman. Let's do that one. That's so embarrassing. Why is the video quality so shitty? Try it. Why is that dog backing? All right. All right, dummy. I can't believe how shitty the quality of these are. Why didn't that work over? What happened to it? Oh, I see. All right. There we go, JB. Now, you can clearly see his arms are way out, right? And you look here, see where, oh, let me do it over here. See where his butt is, where his feet are? That's way too big of a gap. So he's back. He needs to be more forward where his ass, if I put a line from here to here, would be closer. Okay. And his arms would be straighter down. And then again, it's not a bad swing overall, but it's just so much easier if you set up properly. So he's like bent back, but he's got the club on plane pretty good right there. No hip turn, no, it's all arms. He drops the club behind his neck. Man, I gotta get a better camera. That is pretty bad. See how the club's behind his neck? So it's weights. And see how levelly again? See where the levelness is? So he's more this way than this way. He's too level with his shoulders. Right elbow's way down compared to his left. You know, right here. Club face is shut, which isn't the end of the world. But again, look how looks like he's just standing straight up and down, right? There's no tilt. He should be that. So I think I put that circle there for his head. He should be more bent like this. And that's just because of his setup. So he set himself up for failure. Your setup is so important to help you make a proper swing, you know. He's standing straight up, really no knee flex in his left knee, just a little bit because he knows he has to bend it. But again, I don't remember watching this one, but arms in a good spot, but he needs to be tilted more. Be coming from the inside again, standing up too straight. So a lot of these problems, guys, get fixed with just better setup. Arms are extended out, so he's obviously hitting a draw, which is fine, a push draw, which I got no problem with. I don't think amateurs should be hitting draws with their driver based on club head speed and loft, and they hit down on it, not up. In my experience of doing this for 100 years, it's just easier to hit a push fade. But again, not a terrible, terrible motion. But if you just set up a little bit better, man, this is horrible editing, huh? I apologize. And he's rolling his arms over because his body's not, you can see it's rolled over, not staying still. But now you look at this picture and you're like, wow, what a great swing. Because you don't see all the hidden stuff, He's got the club too far in his palm there. I can see that for sure. He doesn't have it down his fingers more. Back to my subscribe buttons, but I'm learning, guys. Give me a break on the editing shit. I just don't know how to do it. I'll get there. I'll get there. And this was years ago when I literally didn't know what I was doing. I do know more now. When was that? That had to be like 3 years ago. 2 years ago, it says. Guess I didn't know now when I was younger. Philly Mick. Oh, that's me doing a. That's my camera taking Phil. That's at the Deutsche Bank. That's definitely my camera. I was standing there taking this picture. Obviously a long iron. I'm not sure if this is the one he hits a Canadian fade, but he's definitely fading it. You can tell by his arms. So see how his back arm's over the front arm, up this way instead of this way. That's the fade set up. His shoulders are a little open compared to his feet. That ain't gonna work. We'll just play it. This must have been a live video I did, but a lot of bobbing and weaving, and then he moves back. So yeah, this is. Watch how he's hit. Watch his ass. He's gonna move back. Ready? Right there. See it? Boom. That's why he hit the shank. He moved back a smidge because I have another picture because he hit a second shot where he didn't move back. For some reason, he went back on his heels on his backswing. And then once you go back, you got to come back forward, and that throws the hosel out to the ball. So here's the ball. Here's the shaft. He went in and then had to come back out. My thumb's the hosel side, and he overshot it. It wasn't a shank, but it was a heel. It went in the the left shit, but it wasn't a shank, but it was not. Oh, what happened to it? You can't even see it. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Give me a break. Start over. Start over. See, I get caught up looking over here. See, this is where you guys are. I get caught up looking at that screen there. So I have two screens, and you share the screen. So I get caught up looking at the one that you're looking at over here, but you were just watching me watch this until I share it back to this. So that's the problem. Now he's moving back a CH, right? But that's all it takes to get the hosel out there. And then on the next one, he stays more centered on the ball of his feet. It's that easy. They hit bad shots. They don't hit them all perfect. Now he probably wedged it out to 100 yards, knocked it to 2 feet, and made a par. These guys. There's no quit in these guys. There's no. Oh, I'm in the woods. I suck. I'm going to make a 10. Doesn't happen. I remember seeing Langer at the 2017 Senior Open at Salem Country Club on Sunday. He's 20 behind. Par 5, 12th hole. I don't remember what hole it was. He's 20 behind on Sunday. No chance of nothing. And he's walking off a third shot into a par 5 up to the green. He's got his book out. Because they treat every shot like it's the end of the world. Like to win every, not the end of the world, but you know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean anything to them. They don't treat it like that. They treat it like, I'm just going to hit this shot, whether you're winning or losing. So they don't try less harder or more harder. Every time they play, they grind it out. Every shot they hit. And that's important for the average guy to just grind it out no matter what. Forget about your damn score and just hit every shot the best you can and add them up at the end. That's the old cliche. I get it. But that's what they do. They don't half-ass it because he's 20 behind. Just wedge it up. Just hit it 37 yards. He walked up to the green. It was like 35 yards. Walked up to the green, looked at the pin, looked where he had to go, came back and stuck it into 3 feet, I think. I don't know. 20 behind. No chance of winning, 0 chance.
And the same thing, my point is with him is he hit a shitty shot into the left shit, but he's probably made a par because he just grinds. They just so good at that. There's no when I caddied for Jack back in the 90s in Asia. Oh, I have his ball somewhere. Oh, here it is. Is this Jack's ball? He gave me a ball for caddying for him. I don't know where it went to. That's not it. That's Tom Pernice golf ball. Uh-oh. Oh, I hit a button I shouldn't have. I dropped the golf balls on a button I shouldn't have. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I dropped the golf ball on the keyboard and something happened. Hello. Are we still there? Are we still there? Hopefully we're still here. Hopefully you can still hear me, guys. I dropped the golf ball on the keyboard and I did something. Oh, you can see me. All right, good. Something weird happened there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I don't know. There we go. All right, we're back. So yeah, you got to treat each shot, and that's again when I'm helping players at a club championship or with the state open, whatever they're playing in. You got to get people to not panic and worry about your damn score. You cannot worry about your score. I tell that all the time about my son, who was an awesome junior golfer. When he was little, he's 10 years old. We'd go play golf. We'd run out to the course, run to the first tee. We'd whack it down the fairway. His kid would birdie the first hole. No scorecard. We just ran to the first tee. We hit the ball and boom, birdie. Good job. I need a scorecard. No, what do you need a scorecard for? I got to write my score down. No, you don't need to write your score down. Sprints back to the pro shop 300 yards, gets a scorecard, sprints back to the second tee, out of breath, writes his name, circle 3 with a circle on it, and then just chops it up the next hole. Pissed off, all mad. He didn't give a shit the first hole. He just went to the tee. We whacked it out there, played golf. No thoughts about score, no thoughts about anything. Didn't care. Cared, but didn't overcare, didn't over try. Didn't try too hard. Makes a birdie. He made whatever he made. He made a 3. He didn't make a birdie. He made 3. He hit 3 shots. Hit a shot in the fairway, knocked on the green, made a putt. Let's go to the next shot and hit the next shot. It's a par 3. Let's go hit that shot. Nope, got it. No. Because now he's starting to think, oh, God, I birdied the first hole. I'm a birdie every hole. Or I'm going to shoot the course record or whatever. Who knows what he's thinking? He's 12, whatever he was, 10. I don't know how old he was. I'm like, Thomas, no. So I taught him that at a young age. So as he got older, he didn't care what his score was. He knew what he was doing. But these guys, they get this. I don't have a scorecard. I have a mail. They have their scorecard. They open it up. They write 3, put it in their pocket. Hit the next one. They write 5, put it in their pocket. Next one, 3. You don't 3 circle fairways, fucking no. Keep track of your fairways. All that shit when you're done. My wife says to me, every shot you've ever hit in your life on every hole you've ever played. So you can remember when you're done playing 18 holes to pretty much some degree how many fairways you hit, how many putts you had. I know you can. I'm not stupid. I've played golf my whole life. You can do it. You don't need to write it down. Don't write it down. Because now you start thinking about it. You're not thinking about golf. You're not thinking about being an athlete. You're not thinking about balance and target. You're thinking about scores and results. You can't think of results. You can't think of it. You already know you want to play good. You can't think. You just got to go out and hit the ball and add them up at the end. It's not easy. You got to practice it. But that's something that nobody practices. They don't know how to aim at clouds, or everyone's aiming down at the ground. They don't know that we look up high depending on what club we're hitting or how high we're hitting. We don't look at the fairway on a drive. No, we're looking at flighting it, whatever. Hey, buddy. Whatever we're hitting. There's so many ways to think around better, and think like the pro does. That's why they're pros, not because the opposite. No one anointed them pros. They became that because how they think. Obviously, they have talent and they practice more efficiently than most, but it's how you think. Oh, that was Tom Perni's autograph. My Jack ball is here somewhere. So yeah. All right. So back to my Jack story. So Jack, I'm caddying for Jack. We're in Asia, Thailand, somewhere in Thailand. I don't know what hole we're on. Par 3 hole. It's a 9-iron shot. Hits it right at the flag. Leaves it short in the bunker. First thing he says to me, he goes, "I got to settle for par." First thing he said, "Got to settle for par." He goes, "Yeah, screw that. Maybe I'll hole it." That's his attitude. He didn't hole it, but that's his attitude. Not, "Oh, damn it, the wind came up," or "I suck." Just positive. It was amazing. The best thing I learned from him was his attitude. And Jack, I caddied for him and Greg Norman, Lee Trevino, way back, long time ago, and hung out with these guys and hung out with Greg Norman at the driving range. And Lee Trevino taught me so much how to help people and coach, obviously, but how to think. And I was amazed. I remember telling Norman or asking him, "What do you do to hit a draw?" And I was 20, maybe. "I think draw," he said. "I think draw. Visualize a draw." And I'm 20. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, obviously he knows you got to have a certain motion, but in his mind, he saw it. I never thought anything, like, no idea what he was talking about. What? Don't you roll your arms and swing inside out or close your stance? Ugh. Thought draw. I was like, whoa. Yeah, he made some adjustments, obviously, but he let his brain help him. And same thing with Trevino. He didn't draw it, obviously. He hit a fade on every shot. And that's why I think everyone should hit a fade. It's so much easier. And he told me that. It's so much easier to do less to make the ball go. So spending time with those guys, and there was more. Olin Brown, Don Bees, George Burns, many players that we just spent time with and watched and listened to and soaked it in. Golfers, they practiced. They didn't have a track. Another lip out. Jesus. No track man. They just played golf. Lee Trevino just hit up. He goes, "When I was younger, I just kept hitting that damn ball at a freaking street sign or a target in a field, whatever it was, until I hit it. I literally stayed there all day until I could hit it all the time. I didn't think of my swing, nothing. I just is that the word? Stared at it, stored at it, stared at it, and just swung at it. Stared at it, swung at it. It's like throwing a ball, right? Shooting hoop. You're looking at the hoop. You just keep doing it. Your mind, in other sports, though, you are looking at your target. So that's why you have to use your brain in golf, because your mind, back to, Greg Norman said visualization, and Nick Faldo is huge on that. Obviously, that's all he talks about. But in golf, you're looking here, not at your target, but your third eye is here. Your brain, your third eye sees the target, and you just do it until you hit the target. You didn't worry about taking it inside, outside, up and down. There was they might have had video back then, but probably not like they do now. And I don't think it was that big video. They just figured it out. That's why their swings all look different. What, Trevino, Ray Floyd, Nancy Lopez. You can tell who's, even your buddies, I bet, at your club, you can tell from 5 fairways over, hey, that's Billy, or that's Karen, just by their swing, right? We all have different motions. At Impact, we're trying to do the same thing. And that's okay. But everybody's trying to make this perfect golf swing like a robot, and we're not that good. We can't do it like these guys on television. You don't practice as hard. You're not as flexible. You're not as strong. No offense, but you're not. So that's why you just got to get the ball forward and not worry about keeping that left arm dead straight when you swing. I hate to see that. When I see someone like this, oh my God.
Oh, it's horrible. I hate it. You got to relax. You got to be athletic. Be an athlete, people, right? Be an athlete. Not that hard. Don't turn into a dork. Not a dork. Don't not what's the word? Coordinated. Don't be uncoordinated. Be athletic in motion and move, right? Flow to it. Bang, boom. Not. Then, hey, what's up, my friend? Dude. Hey, what is going on with that Turtle Boy crap? Holy shit. What the actual F? It's like a soap opera to me. I'm watching these shows. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Is she gonna be okay? It's literally a live soap opera. Literally. Oh, it's a riot. It's so funny. It is so funny. Hey, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we use our real names, right? We use our real names. It's amazing. I'm just like, I stay out of it. I don't say anything. Obviously, I don't want to be involved in that. But it's just, and this JFK guy. Oh, it is entertaining, you know. It is entertaining. I always wondered what was going to happen after the trial was over, right? It's all imploding. They're all eating each other. They're all fighting each other and beating each other up. Beating each other up. But yeah, you golf swing people, be athletic, balance, target. If someone asks you where you're aiming, don't say out there. Have a target. Say, I'm aiming at that tree. Aim small, miss small. You know what I mean? No, because I did, because I was in the car listening to Melanie Little, and that person was on her show saying it was me, because she can't change your name. I guess if you change your name on here, you can't do it for like 72 hours. So it was the same account. It was fake. Yeah, it was definitely fake. According to that girl, now maybe she's lying, but from what I heard from Melanie Little, it was fake. What hole? It's on every hole, buddy. They're on 14th hole, the last group, I think. But yeah, I believe it was fake. There's no way she would go on there. But everyone seems to believe it's her. Anyone can write. You can write. Anybody can make a name and write Karen Reed on it. And I think the poor guys get suckered in, and they get so excited about it and they fall for it. Oh my God, she's on our stuff. I love it. Oh, that's what I think. And again, that girl on the Melanie Little show did say it was me. Jose, what's up, my friend? Ryder Cup was wild. Exactly. She wouldn't do that. Again, maybe she would, but I don't think so. And this Joe Flipperhead guy, holy crap. He doesn't seem like he's all there to me. Honestly, he doesn't seem like he's all there. They're making fun of him, and he's just sitting there. They're making fun of him, and he's just taking. Because he's in love with a girl on internet. Oh, this should literally be a movie. Excuse me. I hope these documentary people or Lifetime movie people, this is a movie. There's no question this should be a movie. Or Lifetime 2-hour show on the afternoon at 4:00. No doubt. Especially now with this Flipperhead dude and koala guy.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. What the fuck? Doesn't Australia have their problems they can deal with? No offense to my Australian friends, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's wild. It's just funny. Oh, Lord. Craigslist. MySpace.com. What about you? You been golfing or anything fun like that? How about that Twisted Tragedies broad? Holy crap. Oh, my God. Turtle derangement syndrome much? I listened to her. I don't know what it was for like an hour. I had it on for an hour. I was doing some paperwork. And every other word is sewer turtle this, sewer turtle that. Oh my God. Holy shit. Yeah, send it to me. Absolutely. Oh, the track. You have the video though, right? Send the video for sure. Yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more lives again. I got to get back on the track here with these. I've been slacking. Yeah, the Ryder Cup. I'm still recovering from it. Holy crap. I never walked so many steps in my life. I think I did like 180,000, something crazy. Couldn't move at night. Oh, it was horrible. I mean, it was fun going, but oh, that almost went in. A lot of walking. A lot of transfusions. I thought a transfusion was something with your blood. Apparently, it's alcohol. Holy shit! You want a single or a double? Double. Didn't wait in line for an hour for a single. Oh, what fun! What fun! Joe flip ahead. It is funny, like how everybody's just turning into a weirdo. You know, you see this whole thing, and I remember the Glare guy. I love Joe flip ahead. I love Joe flip ahead. And this one, I love this one. Now it's all everyone hates each other. Oh God. It's super Lifetime channel. We should do it. We should invest on this and have a Lifetime channel movie. Because nobody would believe this, that this is real. She's dead. She's not a real person. She's not real. She's dead. It's her sister-in-law using her name. You know how many sister-in-laws used their name, I guess, with me growing up that never called me back? They were all frauds. No, they just didn't like me. Yeah, I don't think he's all there. Honestly, I don't think he's all there. But hey, it keeps me entertained. Can only watch so many golf shots, you know? Can only watch so many golf shots. Jose, you still there, buddy? Are you on X or on? Oh, I can't tell if they're on X or Facebook or YouTube. Oh, there it is. YouTube. Cool. I'll do it later on. No, I'm not going to laugh. You got a good swing. Good action. Good action. Who's online now? Nobody's online, I guess. Broken Baker. He's funny. The Broken Baker's funny. You watch him, right? I love him. I get his boy on. Brandon comes on here and gives me a hard time every once in a while. Brandon, let's go, whatever you want to call him. He's a good dude. But yeah, the Broken Baker's funny. Yeah, he's funny. He really is funny. Cracks me up. He seems like the only one with the head on his shoulders out of all of them. And well, Melanie Little does, obviously, but he seems like just gets it. He gets it. What's today? Oh, today's Friday. The broken burger. JFK. Yeah, he is crazy. Yeah, he plays golf. I mean, I know him a little bit. He comes in here once in a while. He's a good dude. Yes. He is whacked. I mean, if we run on donations, my channel runs on, that's all she says. We run on donations from amazing people like you. It's like there's not that much expense in running a YouTube channel. No offense. But that's all she talks about, like begging people for money. It's like, come on, kid. Give it a break. And just sewer turtle this, sewer turtle that. And then you get the fake victim stuff. She's going nuts on Substack. And she's got her boyfriend on there, or I don't know if that's her boyfriend or a husband. The kid's shaking like Michael J. Fox. Oh, this is someone better be making a movie out of this. You change the names. You don't have to call them, but base it on this. Like, isn't that what Law and Order is based on? Like real life things. They change the names. Someone's got to do this. This has so many different levels that people will just want to turn in every Thursday night. What happened? What happened? Exactly. She gets mad at for other people for making money, but then she wants 2 minutes later. Well, I don't do it for money, but if you want to give me money, yeah, it's funny. I don't know why I watch it. I don't watch it for long. I watch it. I think it just makes me feel better about myself. When I need a pep up in life, I have to watch her. At least I'm not her. Twisted tragedies. And it is funny. They all were turtle riders at one point, right? They were all turtle riders and they just flipped. And now they literally hate the man. There you go. I was watching a video earlier, the 3 worst restaurant chains to not eat at. One was Chipotle. Oh, that's not a restaurant, but I guess that's fast food. 2 was Burger King, and I turned it off after that. I didn't want to see the third because I just went to Raising Cane's up here in Saugus earlier for lunch. I'm stuffing it in my jaw. I'm like, oh my God, if it's Raising Cane's, I'm going to cry. Raising Cane's is expensive. It's $13 for a chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. $12. It was good. Yes. Oh, I loved it. No, I definitely loved it. But I was afraid they had like cockroaches in the back or something. Yeah. Yes. I was surprised at Burger King being 2, but for the uncleanliest ones. But Chipotle, I definitely heard bad things about. I don't go there. But I thought it would be Popeyes or I remember having what's that roast beef place? Arby's. I had Arby's like 30 years ago in Florida. I was sick for a week. Dunkin', no kidding. Yeah, I don't think the employees are washing their hands after their bathroom runs. If you know what I mean. But Arby's, I had an Arby's roast beef. I remember when Subway, you're probably too young for this, but your Arby's, not Arby's, Subway back in back, everything comes out of Florida. It's weird. But they microwaved to cook it when Subway just started. So you pick your food and it had roast beef. It was half cooked and they put it in a microwave and they put it here. And we still ate it. But no thanks. Nobody beats their meat like Arby's. And Joe Flipperhead. He's been beating his meat to someone who's dead. That poor girl. I mean, I feel bad for her. I don't know her, but I thought she was just a nice person that gave tips on, and now her whole business is out there. That's kind of sad. I feel bad for her. But when TV came on, last Friday night with the emergency, he ripped this psychopath. Like, I thought he might have shown up at her house or something, but she still might, She's dead. Oh, there's a Ryder Cup path. Yeah, Subway's disgusting. But back in the day, it was worse. It was super disgusting. Yeah, I'll have the roast beef. But, all right, and they put the beef in the microwave. What? Are you warming it up, cooking it? I don't want to see that. Oh, that was funny, wasn't it? Yeah. I loved it. I love it when he goes off the rails. He's not afraid to say anything. I mean, he's got some weird shit. The poor guy with the personal stuff and all that, but you got to give him credit. He's not afraid to say anything. The hell is that? Stewart? No, that's Matt Kuchar. Hole in one. Oh, 2 hole-in-ones in a row? No way. Cooch. Two hole-in-ones in the same hole. PGA Tour. Wow. Good for him. Yeah, it's like you don't want to know how these hot dogs are made. Just at Fenway Park, right? I remember the guy, like, he'd lean over, sweating into the boiling hot dog. He leans over, he's sweating into the hot dog juice. It's like, you still eat it. We still ate it. The poor Red Sox, that was awful last night. But again, they're still a couple years away. So at least they got some experience. I know, no shit. I knew a guy, Dedham Polo Club, back in the day. So first hole goes down away from you, 2 comes back up, and 3 goes along the road. So you're kind of near the clubhouse, and 3's a par 3. This guy makes a hole-in-one. It was on a Saturday. He makes a hole-in-one on 3, gets in the car. Gets in his car, gets out of the golf cart, runs to the car, and leaves. Because if you don't finish the round, it's not official. You have to finish the round for make a hole-in-one official by the rules of golf. So it was a Saturday afternoon. It probably cost him about $600 in booze. And he goes, "No, I didn't make a hole-in-one." You did? No, it doesn't count. But honestly, this really happened. Because it isn't right. It isn't right. You should get the beers bought for you for a year or whatever. Or everyone in the club has to give you $10. We used to do hole-in-one club. So we'd all put our names on the board. Well, I was the golf pro. I didn't participate, but everybody would sign up. So you'd put your name on the board, and I would, and blah, blah, blah. So there's, 40, 80, 100 names on there. So if anyone made a hole-in-one, everybody would give them $10, which is cool. That covered their tab. You know what I mean? Plus they had a little extra maybe. But yeah, who invented that rule is on drugs. I know. Baseball was a good week. It was a good day. You had 2 games on in the day, then one at 6 and then one at 9 or 8. The Dodgers were on. But since the Dodgers won the other night, that threw off yesterday. We did have 3 in a row, but they moved the Red Sox to 8 o'clock. But yeah, Red Sox are a year away or 2 for sure. But still, it's good for them to be there, Yeah. So my first, I don't want to say how many hole-in-ones I have because you'll throw up. But my first one, I remember I want to tell everybody, I was so happy. Hey, I was out at a bar. Hey, I made a hole-in-one. Guy's like, what? Fuck off. I'm like, I'm at home.
I was so excited. It's a great feeling. But yeah, you should have to get your drinks paid for sure. But that hole-in-one club, all the clubs should do that. At least that person gets. Oh, thank you. That person gets sorry. That person gets at least get some money to pay for it. Because if it's a Saturday, it could cost you. If it's a private club, it could cost you $1,200. See, at a public course, I don't think people give a shit. You know, it's like your group. You have to buy your group a beer or something. But at private clubs, they make you. You know, they hold it to you. They do. They're gonna buy everybody who played that day has to get a drink. So if there's 200 players, $10 a drink gets expensive. That's why that guy at the Dedham Polo Club ran. He got in the car and went so fast. Yeah, pretty funny. Pretty funny, people. Oh, we've been doing an hour and a half. Wow, I'm doing good. Doing good with the Twitter folks. Twitter folks, Facebook folks. I think the YouTube people are blocking me or something. Nobody's seeing my streams. I've been asking people. I mean, nobody knows I'm on. Like they're not getting a notification or something. It's weird. Because my buddy from England, the Baza guy, he doesn't even know I'm doing it. I'm like, bro, I haven't seen you in a while. Everything okay? He's like, oh, I didn't even know you were going. Not that I've been doing a lot of lives, but. So I got demonetized. I told you why, because I was playing the videos, shorts, not even videos, shorts, without commenting on them. So they fucked me, whatever. So I'm almost back to being monetized. Won't take me much longer, but. And I think they're just banning me or, yeah, right. You're not getting alerts. Exactly. So nobody knows I'm doing it. Because I telling my wife, I go, does everybody fucking hate me? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I was like crying. Like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. What did I piss off? I'm a nice man. Yeah, I definitely think they're doing that. And again, for why, I don't know. I didn't, what did I do? Yeah, it's pretty sad. No, I don't either. You just hope they eventually start. I think once I'm remonetized, they'll probably do it. But until then, I just got to keep fighting. Keep fighting. Fighting. Because, I mean, not that I had thousands of people in here, but hundreds at one point, you know, year and a half ago when I was doing it full time. And once in a while, I mean, I see you obviously occasionally, and I'll see so-and-so occasionally, but the regulars, nobody, you know, just nothing. So I appreciate you for saying hello. I do. It really means a lot to me. I do appreciate it. YouTube's weird. It really is weird. You know what's happening too now? So like Channel 4 has not Channel 4, NBC has a YouTube show. How much money do they fucking need to make? Or like Phil Mickelson is doing videos, and bro, stick to pro golf. Let us make some money. You know what I mean? Come on. It's not right. It really is. You know, it's like enough. Bryson DeChambeau, enough, bro. Enough. Or Bryson should hook someone up like me up and come on my show and promote me or something. Something like, you know what I mean? Find a small guy and help him. How much money does a guy need? He's got hundreds of millions of dollars. And now he's doing YouTube too. So the average Joe Blow is going to go, not that Bryson will talk to him. He won't do a live show, won't talk to Joe Blow or do a video of him or whatever. But they're still going to go watch him. And I don't blame them for watching them, but yes, exactly. Oh, it's ridiculous. And again, I don't blame them, but YouTube should prevent that from happening. You know, if you already have $1 billion
in whatever field you're in, you shouldn't be able to do this. This should be for smaller guys like myself or Twisted Tragedies. Me and her are going to get together. Me and her are going to collaborate. But it's like, really? You're doing this? Stop. You know? And I like Phil Mickelson, but stop, buddy. Stop. Enough. But that's why I want to reach out to people and be more personal with them so I can help their golf swing. Because he won't talk to you or me. He's not going to talk to, I mean, I've talked to Phil via Twitter before, but he's not going to help the average golfer out. No. And that's what I want to do. That's how you separate yourself. But people want to still watch him, and I get it, but he doesn't need to monetize it and try to give lessons on there. That's ridiculous, in my opinion, anyways. If I was him, fuck. I'd just be playing golf all day. Oh, God, the voice. Yeah, the voice. Yeah. Oh, the eyeshadow. Oh, my God. She looks like a jelly bean to me. Like her head is like a jelly bean shape with blue shadow. And that voice. I remember Terrible Boy called her out a few years ago about her trying to get her, I guess it's her husband or boyfriend, to a softball tournament in Florida. They were selling, I don't know what she was selling, raffling off something for a softball event in Florida. Oh, God. And then it's like I say to myself, I'm like, man, I at least have talent and I can help people with your golf swing. And what is her talent? I don't know if she's making money doing this, but what's her talent? Or, you know, what's at least I have a skill or something to offer people. I could have done the Karen Reed thing too, or the true crime thing, and I can talk about it. I know all these trials. I watch that shit. That's a hobby of mine, is to watch these things, and I know everything. But that's not me. I don't want to be in that sphere. This is my sphere. Hour and a half. Good for me. You know? Yeah, the cigarette voice has got to go. And then that fake victim one. Holy crap. I'm going to buy her Substack thing. Not. She crazy. I am going to be I haven't even thought about it yet. That's a good question. Are you going to the Halloween? You're not going to that Halloween party, are you? The Turtle Boy one? Oh, that was he's funny as shit. Yeah, he's a riot. But he's smart though, because he's turning that into his own thing too. You know what I mean? That's a smart move. But according to her, I saw her thing on Heelbo or Hell No. Yeah. Halloween. Yeah, I don't know what, I didn't even thought about it yet, to be honest. We don't do the husband wife thing, so probably I'll be like a miner, like a gold digging miner or something. Hell no. Yeah, no, that's not for me. Did you go to the Wilbur show? I'm not that into it, unfortunately. I'm just not. I mean, obviously I watch it and it's entertaining, but I'm not that into it. I'm into the fighting though. I love the fighting. Tom Kim, birdie putt, made it. Tommy Kim. Yeah. No, I know. It's not my bag, man. Not my bug, man. No, exactly. It seems mostly women too, right? It was mostly women, I think. At some point, it's got to run its course, you know? I mean, how much? Because he's probably going to piss a lot of people off with his language and his political things, right? So a lot of these people that got sucked in for the Karen thing, are probably slowly going to chip away. You would think, maybe not, because you need another major thing to get him in, where he was in, and he was the first one to do it, and he did go to their homes, which is nuts. But will that happen again? I don't think that's going to happen again. It is. No doubt. No doubt. But it's got to end at some point. Because, him going to their homes and he was recreating the scene. And I mean, that's good stuff. That's exciting. Most of these other people are just leeching off of his actions. They didn't do all that stuff, which made him the leader. And I guess he was talking to her on the phone or texting, whatever. So he did have some inside info, and he does do great research. And he is, if he wants to find out about someone or something, he'll do his homework. But he's probably going to scare away the liberals for sure, and then the C words and the F word people that don't like that are going to go. But again, maybe not. Maybe he's going to figure it out. But he's keeping them involved right now with his cases, which is not quite the same as murder. But the drama thing is something, though. That's what people like, right? They like the drama. I mean, I watch it and I laugh, but I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to go. It's just not. I'd rather watch the Bruins, go pay for the Bruins or bet on the Patriots or something. Eric Cole. So that's funny. You're not getting notifications. That sucks. Because that's what's happening. Because I do these streams and I'll get on X, I'll get 100 or so. YouTube, I'll get 50 or 100. And on this, I'll get like 10. And I'm like, why did everybody just hate me or abandon me? It's like, but it can't be. There's no way I pissed off everybody that's ever come on here in the past. I just think it's a YouTube thing, which is weird. So at least I know that you're not getting him. So probably most people aren't getting him and don't even know I'm doing it. And it's probably a thing too, where the more you do it, that's what YouTube is. YouTube's nuts. So the more I do like these little shorts and videos, the more I get pushed out there. So right now, I can tell you how many people are watching. Nobody's watching this one right now. Like 140 people total between all three of them. But watching all my videos, it tells you how many people live real time. 25,000 in the last 24 hours have watched it. This used to say 300,000. It says 20. I probably can't see it, but it says 25,000. That used to say 300, 400,000 a few years ago. So competition isn't easy on the golf space in YouTube. That's for damn sure. But you would think, the more I do it, it would grow. But since I stopped doing it, then they stop. They know you stop, so they hold you back. It's weird. It really is weird. Then you start doing it more, then they push you out more. It really is a game. As the Broken Baker says, if you want to be on YouTube, you got to be on YouTube. You got to be on. You got to keep doing it, Yeah, it's not easy. You need interactions, which is nice. So obviously we're interacting here. So you need interacting. You need people to obviously watch it, share it, like it. That does mean something. I never understood that because I don't know. I'm a golf pro. But YouTube wants that. So if people sharing my video or watching it, YouTube gets a boner for it, saying, "Oh, they like Tom Gillis." So now we'll push him out to another 100 people, and then out of those 100 people, if 10 people watch it, I will push him out to another 50 people, or if they like it, or just even commenting on it. So a lot of times I'll make videos, I'll spell words wrong on purpose. I'll write something stupid to piss people off on the shorts, because there's a billion people on YouTube, right? They're not all going to like me, but engagement helps. So if I piss someone off, if they even say, "Fuck you, you're an asshole," that helps me. Engagement farming, I guess they call it. But that's what you have to do to get people to come. Unfortunately, that's how it works, because people, "Oh, you're an asshole." I'm like, well, I go, "Buddy, I'm not an asshole. I'm just trying to get more views. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not an asshole, trust me. But I want you to engage with it." And I'll spell a word wrong. I spelled Kansas City Chiefs wrong. I did a Patrick Mahomes video. I spelled chefs. I wrote chefs. I got 1,000 people yelling at me, and I loved it. You know how to read. You go back to your mom's basement, whatever. But I did it on purpose to get people to react, because that's what it takes. And it's sad that comes to it. Not that I know how to coach golf. Why would that have anything to do with it, right? It's fucking insanity. Because I watch the same people that I know how more than them, and I watch their videos on golf lessons that are fucking stupid. 1.2 million views, 800,000 views. And I'm like, oh my God. They don't know any more than I do. And they get 1 million views. And I know my shit. That's for damn sure. The chefs. Oh, they got all upset. I think I wrote Patrice Mahomes, chef's quarterback, has a horrible golf swing or something like that, or needs work on his golf swing. I got roasted, but that helped me. All of a sudden, I got more followers, because now people can find you. That's the problem. Nobody can find me, so I did a Josh Allen thing, Trevor Lawrence thing. I'm trying to do football swings during the football season, So, the Buffalo fans will watch, hopefully, and then football fans will watch. And then, if I get 5 more, it isn't even about subscribers. It's more about just engagement and stuff. I have like 10,400 subscribers, I think. It's not a lot, but half of those are probably not even real, to be honest with you. I don't know how it works. No idea how it works. And then why one guy gets 1.2 million views on some stupid golf tip. And I can't get, I get 1,000. I mean, I've been getting some 25,000 here and 30,000 there. But again, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter, until I get my monetization back. But like I said, I got to keep doing it. I got to be more consistent and do more live shows, because this does help. The live shows help the viewing, but I need more people watching it, It's a game we all got to play, I guess. And again, golf isn't like Karen Reed stuff. So people can watch golf anytime. They can go learn golf on a video. They don't necessarily have to talk live golf stuff. So if I wrote Karen Reed's golf swing, so I did talk to David Yannetti about it, and he's thinking about sending me a video, because I know he golfs, and I sent him a thing. So he hasn't sent me one yet. He goes, "Let me think about it." So that, I was trying to do that while the iron was hot. But I think it would still help me if he did it. Just sent me a video and I could track it, I'm actually going to be stopping myself, my friend. I'm going to go eat, and 2 hours is enough for me. But I appreciate you coming by. I will check out the video, and when I come on, hopefully you get a notification next time I'm on. And I appreciate you. Again, thanks so much. You're a good friend. You really are. I do appreciate it, the support. But yeah, folks, I am going to run. It's time to go eat dinner with the family and get Friday going, get this weekend going. So everybody out there, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that fancy stuff. And if you want help from me, Tom Gillis at PGA.com is the email. You can play better faster, my friends. I promise you. It's not that hard. It's really not hard. Why hit it in the woods when you can hit it in the fairway? So, all right, I'm going to run. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much.